It is Wednesday night, basically tabletop. We are painting. We're here, we're live. None of my cameras are exactly quick, right? Because my everything, just everything. That's all I got. English is hard, man. Still, if it's new, it's yeah, no, we're good. We're fine. I'm alive, I think. How's everyone doing tonight? There we go. We'll be fine. I'll be fine. Actually, is this done? Oh, I think we can actually... I think this wire keeps popping off where it's looped. I think we can pop the body into the base now. So that's fun. So we can try out the idea of pre-stripping down the foot peg here. Because if we put this on here, then we can put the other parts on. I think it was meant to be like this. Yes. Yes. Excellent. Glue. I require adhesive. I really hope, I mean, I would think so. I would hope the music lines up, like, synchronizes with my mic too. Else that would sound very out of time. Cool. Alright, so with that, I'll be able to pop the arms on, which one of them is ready upon that being done, upon that being dry. It feels pretty good already, but I'll give it another solid minute. Then we can pop the chainsword on, which I have I want to get like a mid-swipe thing. I don't think it's going to be as swipe as I want it to be. Maybe it could be post-swipe? I don't know. I don't know. We'll check in a minute. This is what we'll be mostly painting tonight. I would like this arm completely done and attached at the end of the night and be in somewhere along the lines of the backpack. That's where I'm at. I know before I would be super optimistic, ambitious, reckless even, and say, let's just finish the whole model. Nah, that's not gonna happen. So yeah, we're just gonna be doing this, which will probably, we'll start with, highlighting the steel, then the black case, and then, probably the purity seal, and then do all the white armor. Like we usually do it last, because all the other stuff makes a mess of white armor. And screw cleaning that up, that doesn't make any sense. So, I got that planned out. Let's pop this other arm off and see our progress thus far. So, what are the angles we have here? This is a pretty nice angle, straightforward. Want a bit more up? Oh, actually, this is nice right here. Looky there. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's what I was originally going for. Yeah, this is a coming down stroke. There we go. Okay, brilliant. I love it. I love it! And too bad no one's here to see me like this, because I'm actually feeling like I'm being somewhat entertaining for once. Like, do people know I'm streaming? We had people in here so quick in the afternoon stream. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Which I probably should go back and like fix some of that. Ad starting soon. Alright, ad break, that's fine.
What's going on? Simple truth, I'm low. Let's get it on. Touching the stars, touching the stars. Dancing, 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 feel like dancing till the daylight. Dancing, 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 feel like dancing in the spotlight.
I need some elbow room. That's what I need. Hey, Tone. What up, my man? What does Australia have for me tonight? Much man working day, raining cats and dogs. I hear ya. I feel like we've had that here, but it's like 1 day's worth of cats and dogs stretched over like 5.5 days, and I'm done. Especially because like the first like 4 days of that 5 days, it had me feeling like complete garbage. Like no energy, body was stiff and sore. I hate it. I hate it. It's like it's such a deep thing that it's not even I hate it, it's just I hate. Like, am I the only one that does that? Like, I just hit a point of malice towards whatever, and I can't even say like it or this thing. It's just I hate. I've become hatred. I've become a hatred. Destroyer of I don't know. Insert. Hey, Gosu! Big Dog can't decide if he's hungry or full. Because, I don't know, that salad hit kind of wonky. I don't know. Kind of weird. Nah, I mean, just work killing me. Other than that, I'm, doing pretty good. You know what? I'm going to choose to be the good that I will be next week. How about that? Can I do that? Is that an acceptable answer? Because I will be great next week, let me tell you. I can't even tell you how amazing I will be next week. This week, though, you know, we're just gonna put this week. We're gonna prematurely put this week in the past. Good deal. Got my Taurus Terminators in finally. Only took like a month and a half. Oh, wow. Was that like GW shipping or was that LGS shipping? Oh, it's a local game shop. Done ordering from them. I hear you, man. Have I told you my Space Marine data card story from the first LGS I ever went to? Yes. Yeah. It's only like, you know, a year and a half, and they literally announced releasing the next cards like 2 weeks after I got them. Like, are you kidding me? I ordered these when the codex came out. Yeah, it took me such a long time to trust ordering from a game store after that. But my current one's pretty good. So Gosu's no doubt working on his Tartaros. Tone, what you working on today? I mean, I see that you're working, but what have you got planned for later? What's on the hobby table? Ready and waiting. Curse Occultist, very nice. Action finished up the last touches on these bases for my Cataphracti. Very nice. We're gonna get some pictures of those. Build a few up and get them ready to roll tonight. Nice. Dude, I've been binging a bunch in Ninja. Yeah, boy. I've been binging some Ninja painting vids, and man, I got so much like crazy nonsense I wanna try on some like on some Raven Guard, like particularly this librarian model, like so bad. But this commission gotta keep rolling. Like, serious thing, if I had enough time outside of stream to make significant progress on the commission, then I would stream some Raven Guard, because I've done that before. But right now, like, this week is just non-stop crunch for this web dev job that, you know, at least until... Like, okay, maybe Friday I could stream some Raven Guard if I give up some of Saturday to just go nuts on the commission. That's how I would be able to, like, emotionally cope with that. After the White Scars, so it'll be... if I have another commission by that point, it'd probably be that. If I don't, it will definitely be more of my Raven Guard, which I have so much to work on there and so many ideas and so many things that there will be no shortage of stuff. As for what exactly, I'm not sure. Because I'm guessing I'll have this done like around Christmas, this commission. Isn't it a great video title, Venom? I know, I'm such a genius, aren't I? I'm so good at thinking of names for my vids. That is /S, by the way. So, like, I do try to, with my off time, when I have the energy, continue to work on my Raven Guard, like, in the background. That's why, like, the Sakaran got done. It just took me, like, another month just to add those Ribley bits to it. Because it takes so much energy. And I'm usually exhausted. Yeah, I got a lot of plans. I wanna finish Third Company, for one, and that's a whole bunch of squads. You are much smart, very genius. Yes. I'm glad someone recognizes. I have like 30, nope, 48 troops in Third Company. Paint? Yeah, am I counting that right? 1, 2, 3, yeah, 30, 38 troops to paint. I got at least 6 bikes of various kinds. 3 more Eradicators. I think there's more, I just don't, I don't have the sheet in front of me. It's, yeah, and that's just for Third Company. I have other stuff, you know, like the third-party models, like this Librarian. I have a whole bunch of first company I'd love to get to eventually, like my own Tartarus Terminators that I've had for like 4 or 5 years because I got them actually pretty early on in my collection. And I still haven't gotten to painting them properly. Like, I mean, they're black, they're primed black, but that's it. And I want to make those real cool. I have normal Terminators. I have 6 Blade Guard. I have 3 Blade Guard Lieutenants. Yeah, that happened. I also have another Blade Guard Captain, 2 Blade Guard Ancients, 2 Justicars, way too many Chaplains of all kinds. I've got every kind of Chaplain just about. Yeah, I've got... Oh, good lord. I'd like to update my Firstborn in a few ways. My Firstborn Chaplain. I have a Primaris Chaplain on bike. I have at least 2? Maybe 3? I might have 3 Primaris Chaplains on foot. I think I do. No, yeah, 2 from Indomitus and 1, like, the original one from when 8th released. And then I have 2 Terminator Chaplains. I'm not even entirely sure how I ended up with this many Chaplains, but I could go down a list of where I remember getting them from. But yeah, no, I got so many Chaplains. And I have a bunch of Librarians. I got this Librarian Terminator armor. I've got another Librarian Terminator. I got 2 Terminator Librarians. I have... Oh, I know I have more Librarian. Oh, I have a Firstborn Librarian. I have another Primaris Tech Marine. Dude, I got so much stuff to paint. Don't worry about it. Like, we got stuff to paint and stuff we can paint to look cool. I have a Land Raider from forever ago, and a Rhino that can also be a Razorback. Like, I've got a list. I have an actual list. I should put that in the Discord. I should put all my Google Sheets of all my army stuff in Discord. I bet you guys could probably utilize the formats. If you find organizing your collections fun and agreeable. And you can also see exactly what I own and then suggest or start your own voting for what you think I should be painting. If you want to try to get in on overriding me on that. Hey, cause enough of a stir and I suppose I'll have to capitulate because, you know, kind of require you guys to watch. It's a good idea. I should do that. Which idea? I just gave like 8 ideas that someone else could use. What was the idea? Just out of curiosity. Inventory my stuff. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna since you think it's a good idea and you have said as such, I will literally post a link to my big Google sheet in my Discord right now. These will take me 2 seconds. I know 1, 2. Yeah, no. Oh, sorry. Google Doc. It's not a sheet. It's a doc. Whatever. It also has a bunch of notes that I wrote like forever ago that most of them haven't really changed a whole lot. I gotta update some of the notes on there a bit for, I'm gonna make this commenter allowed. You guys can comment on the document. So that'll be fun. Where should I put this? I kind of want to put somewhere where it's constantly accessible. You know what? I will put this in 40k hobbying and I will pin it. Now, I have to say straight off the bat, it has a numbered list on the top, and some of those numbers don't add up properly, and I still am not entirely certain how that is. I have counted and recounted so many times, and somehow those numbers don't actually add up correctly. I don't understand it. But it is inventoried, so I own as of last count, 205 models, of which 67 of them I consider fully painted. And of course, I'll be adding another like 47 or however many it is whenever I get that Age of Darkness box, whenever that happens, which I have no idea right now. My LGS owner actually is down with COVID, so that sucks. Venom, you actually saw him in the previous stream. If you noticed, Hobby Haven RI, that is my LGS owner. Hobby Haven being the name of the store. He actually streams on occasion, usually in building stuff. He's a pretty cool dude, Justin. I have won a number of victories over the Gene Stealers through him, including my famous one-shot win story was against his Gene Stealers. And soon after that, he gave up trying to play Gene Stealers and moved on to Custodes. Or like the exact opposite kind of experience, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, that's why he was like, oh yeah, I'll get Josh to send you more White Scars, because the guy that made this giant White Scars commission is a local player that also plays at that store. I haven't actually seen him in absolutely forever, but I mean, I have heard he's gotten pretty busy lately, which is why he's not been too up in arms about how long this has taken. To my knowledge, he's an engineer, recently graduated and already has a job, and doing engineer things. So, I mean, you know, I suppose that'd keep you pretty busy. And he used to be the big local Tau player, and then all of a sudden gave up his Tau towards the end of 8th edition and traded in for Thousand Suns and what was the other big one he used to play a lot of? But also, like, he wanted to start a White Scars army, and he also has ideas for an Alpha Legion army, and has talked to me about painting both of those Chaos armies. But obviously we want this one done. Oh yeah, so some of the units in... Yeah, no, actually, I'll wait till Gosu gets back to talk about what I was about to talk about, because it involves a document that he may indeed be studying soon. Yeah, study my works, become my acolytes. Before you know it, this is going to be a cult of table. And it's going to look a lot like the Rising Dawn, just because, you know, nostalgia and stuff. That was called? Golden Dawn? Rising Dawn? I don't remember now. The one from Oblivion. I think it's Golden Dawn, actually. You have to buy 4 books of increasing rarity, and inside the books is actually a cipher that turns into the QR code to find my Twitch stream. That's how it would work. I don't know what's been going on with this brush lately. Brush is padded. And this is the new one. It has me concerned. But yeah, I want to do this crazy airbrush stuff to my librarian. I saw, like, the technique of today, earlier today. I want to do it, like, really bad. I'm not sure exactly what colors I'd use, but the general principle is pretty simple. It's more like just keeping to it later on is the harder part, but I think I would just vibe into it pretty quick and easy. Also want to do a bunch more stuff with blending, yo. Just, it looks so good. I'm tired of this highlight life. I got so much more highlighting to go. Be a lot of highlighting until I'm done with highlighting. No, like there'll be highlighting, it won't be like this. This is tedious. And like I didn't mind it so much before I knew. Well, I knew there was better ways. I just didn't know how to do them. Now I know how to do them, so it's like, ugh. That's exactly what led to the Null Oil and the airbrush thing, was trying to find highlighting methods that gave the same kind of appearance but didn't, you know, involve actually edge highlighting. Also, these highlights right now aren't exactly super amazing. Kinda sloppy. I don't think they really look like it on camera, but for me, they're pretty sloppy. Strain that out a fair bit right there. You too. Yeah, I want to do some like glaze blending. I want to do some airbrush blending. I want to do some stippling. I want to do this like crazy light bending nonsense with the airbrush, like all this like really cool high level stuff, and just not. I'm here doing heavy metal on white scars. That's where I'm at. We'll get there though. If anything, we can be excited that sometime next week, because at this point it's definitely gonna be next week with my current schedule. We're gonna start the last Assault Intercessor for this, and when I start it, I'm going to be putting up on the Discord a poll for what the next unit in the White Scars Commission will be painting, and I'll be up until I finish the White Scar, which will be several days, so it guaranteed several days. The question is if it will be 3 or 4 or 5, but something like that. So, if you want to see a bike, or if you want to see a blade guard, or you want to see one of the characters, get ready for that. As a reminder, it's 3 more Outriders, 3 Blade Guard Vets, Blade Guard Ancient, and Chaplain on Bike are the ones going to be up as options. Now, to be fair, the Chaplain on Bike and Kasaro Khan are both supposed to be higher, like, quality levels, which means we could probably get away with using some of those more advanced techniques. I still want to do Kasaro Khan last. That's why I didn't put him in the poll option. So we could probably do something cool with the Chaplain. And I'm probably going to make most of them black, so we're not really going to be stuck to this white recipe, which, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like sky's the limit there. Yeah, let's do some cool lighting stuff to them. It's starting to hit me. I can see it. Yes. Let's do some lighting, let's do some non-metallics. Let's do some blending as art. Let's go nuts. You just had a perfect timing moment. What's that? What'd you time? What'd you get going? What up, man? Tell me. I do have some cleanup on this thing, but I should. I asked Pop Goes the Monkey if he could make some Iron Warrior Tartarus shoulder pads, and he made them. And I just got my Tartarus Day. Yes! Synchronicity. Okay. Sorry, I just had a moment. Ooh, yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so the chaplain. Yeah, we're gonna do some cool stuff with the chaplain. Whenever we get to the chaplain, like I'm gonna go nuts on that chaplain because you know what? He's a chaplain. He's got black armor. I was not told to give him anything but like other than the normal black armor. So let's make his bike black and really like, let's make this nuts looking. Let's go. Go a little crazy. So I'm gonna No, I got four. I got 4.5 minutes. I want everyone. I was waiting for Gusso to come back, but I want And while he does have, I'm trying to figure out when to do my ad thing because I want to talk about this. So, in that big Google Doc with my whole chapter and everything. By the way, we're switching to Caliban Green because I'm going to start on the Purity Seal. There are names on the guys. And that's because some of them have been used in Crusade armies, so they've gotten, like, quote, canon names within my army. There actually are pictures of just about all the painted guys, and eventually, you know what, I'm also thinking of putting up the Google Doc I use for my Crusade armies, which I also need to update the pictures on those. We have a link to newest products. Oh, those look awesome. Yeah, those Iron Warriors those look hype. That's some hype nonsense right there. Which do I like? I like I would do a mix of, well, they have the skull in the front. Yeah, the spike ones. Yeah, I'm a sucker for spikes in that regard. Like, I actually have some guys that I've given spikes, like, even though they're loyalists. Yeah, the spike ones with the it has the Iron Warrior thing on the pauldron, like disc thing, like the joint disc. That's amazing. I love that. It's like a built-in tilt shield design. Brilliant. Like, do it again. And then he did, because he put on both of them. Left and right. Like, yeah, spikes, man. Get spiky. Actually reminds me, my Destiny Titan actually has spikes all over his pauldrons as well. As well as a very brutal-looking mask. Or helmet, I should say. Is it Titans? It's all helmets. So, yeah, I want to paint my stuff tonight. I have a little bit more computer work I should probably try to get done tonight after the stream, but after that, I might paint tonight if I have any energy left after the stream. Let's see. Oh yeah, so Google Doc. So, yeah, they have names from the Crusade, and the weapon loadouts, just about everything's magnetized, but those are their, quote, canon loadouts, if you will. Hey, Sorian! Which are the ones that I usually bring into Crusade and or casual games with. So a lot of them are fairly optimized as well, so yeah, a lot of them usually take that into tournaments as well, to be honest. When they are used for tournaments. I have my explosion! Yes, you have entered correctly. Also, a funny name for the Assault Intercessors. You were there during that conversation, right? Oh, that's what you're talking about. Speedy Chainsword Boys. Yeah, that's about right. Especially for White Scars. Ad's gonna be starting in about 40 seconds. I'll be able to talk to Gosu. And I think that's about it, because the rest of you haven't subbed. What's up with that? I need to be hearing some Garud Sandstorm. Garud Sandstorm. Oh, you were talking about my title. Okay. Oh, I could. Okay, I think I understand what you're saying now. You were saying I should use that for the stream. Okay. The ad is now going. I have no idea who can hear me besides Gosu, because Gosu's awesome and he subbed. I don't know what to tell you. It's kind of how it works. I didn't make the rules. Gosu, you're making me want to pay my Terminators. Stop that. How are you getting an ad when you're subbed? What? I mean, don't look at me. I mean, not that you can hear me, I guess. And you're back. Nice, nice. I wonder when Gosu's back so I can tell him that, I have no idea why he's getting an ad. That wasn't anything I did, as far as I'm aware. You know what? Yeah, there's that one bristle. That bristle's gotta go. Exacto knife. Okay, cool. Yeah, I have no idea why you're getting ads while subbed. That's some bullcrap. Twitch being scammy, fair enough. As long as you know it ain't me. I wouldn't do that. That's some garbo.
I can't see fucking shit out of this thing.
I know, I'm fixing my brush. Shut up. My brush is all messed up. Yeah, so, Crude Green, or as it's right now, Coot Green, I suppose, will be the highlight on the Purity Seal Wax. Oh yeah, I checked the sound alert. Dude, the sound alerts are great. I want, like, that was one of my, like, emotes and sound alerts were the big reasons I wanted affiliate, like, pretty bad. Just like sound alerts, come on, sound bites, amazing. I want more of them. I can't have any more bits ones. It's annoying. Dude made a channel on your disc labeled brush gore. What? Dude made a channel on your disc? I don't know how anyone else can make a channel besides me. Brush gore? What are you even on about? I am so confused. Oh, make! Okay. Oh, I see. Well, I already fixed the brush. It's too late now, but that's actually not... Yeah. I was so confused. Because also, like, someone else made a channel on my Discord. How does anyone else have permission to do that? Well, I'm the only admin. And the only mod. The only one with permissions. No, that's not true. Streamers actually have permission to go into the... I forgot I'm supposed to be in the streaming voice channels all the time. Okay, there we go. I forgot. I completely forgot about that. You know what, Sorian, thank you for this, because, indirectly, you remind me that I'm supposed to be going into stream voice. It's just my week has been so shot out of a cannon. Oh, yeah, no, I get it. Let's put that into general, I think. Brush gore. There we go. You have a channel. Maybe later I'll take a picture of my my dry brush that's supposed to be screwed up. I screwed up a couple of my brushes on purpose to make them better dry brushes. Dry brushes. Make them better brushes for dry brushing. Yeah, I'm gonna go ham on this chaplain on bike for the white scars when we get there. I can match it or worse. I mean, I'll put up to the camera right now. That is, by the way, like, hard. Also, my really old brush is like, good god. I also have like a precision dry brush. I actually cleaned it up a little bit recently. Just as a smaller dry brush head, but yeah. It's not actually precise, it's just a smaller head. It's a cursed brush now. They're both cursed brushes. Let's see. Let's put some Biotan green. Needs to be taken behind a woodshed. There is... Actually, I think I have some worse brushes back here. Oh. I don't even know what happened to this thing. This is part of a real weird Pandify set. This whole swath of brushes was real weird. I didn't get a whole lot of use out of them because they all like turned into this like almost immediately. There's like a cheap like craft store set, so whatever. This one should probably get thrown behind that thing because it's too soft to be a dry brush, so it's just this giant splayed thing. It's yeah, it's bad. Pretty bad. What am I doing? Biotan on the wax seal. I speak English. That's me going biologically, robot. Listen, that was not your connection to the stream. That was me. I keep jumping back and forth between using green ink and Biotan green for these seals, but you know, I think that makes them look more realistic in the sense of not being all exactly the same. Because they would all look exactly the same otherwise. Switching to Rackart Flesh for the parchment. Sorian, what are you working on tonight? I don't think I've heard your hobby report. All he does speak was the language of the boy. No, I did speak. I did read it right. I read it right, and then second guessed myself reading it right. All he does. Wait, now I can't say it. Never mind. I had one take in me, and my brain messed it up. Hobby report? Yeah, what you doing tonight? What are you hobbying on? What are you painting? What are you building? What are you converting? What are you kibashing? What are you organizing to do later? What are you priming? What's on your desk? I have many questions. Finished my poorly painted Marshall earlier. Cool. Just listen, we need to work together to slay the Grey, and part of that is making sure that I am keeping on you, like a gunnery sergeant, as to your continuation of your hobby progress. That will do it so hard that you will hate me in the moment, and then when you no longer need me, I'll be gone. No, wait, no, that's Nanny McPhee. I mean poor, I mean thick paint. I mean too thin coats, my dude. What happened? What are you doing with the thick paint? Like, don't be that guy painting from the pot. Or like just standard paints. Don't be that guy. We all know one of those guys. You might know a few of those guys, but don't be that guy. Put actual paints onto a thing of some sort, and then you know, treat your brush properly. So you can have nice things. This is how you have nice things. I hate to thin in person. It was 2 thick coats and standard. You're gonna hate me. When I see people doing that with GW paints on Twitch, I just leave. I know, right? Just ain't to yeah, right. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, no. Like, by the time I actually, like, apply brush to model, the paint is nearly thin enough to be used in a airbrush. Are you kidding me? You don't thin? No. Next, you're gonna tell me you lick your brushes. And I don't mean just to shape the brush. I mean just, you know, eating the paint off the brush. Because, lols. Also, there's like a spike of, like, black casing that I missed. I gotta fix that. I use Master's Touch acrylic paints. Okay, I mean, that sounds nice. I have no idea what that means. Are theirs, like, automatically really thin? In which case, use, like grab less paint from wherever you're getting the paint from. Put less paint on the brush. There we go, fix that. Alright, so that's the base / undercoat. Next is gonna be Pallid Witch Flesh. It's just your regulars. I don't know, I don't understand what that means. These are paints! None of them are the same! It's your regulars, they're more so thicker. Oh, boy. But Pallid Witch Flesh. Or I can't pull anything out of that. Some of my pots labels are really messed up because I have never actually gone super great at 3D printing with my Ender Pro. So even when I was able to make this this modular paint rack, it did not print super flat. So some of the little, what do you call them? The things, the slots are tight. Big butt to it, the snow effects look nice. Okay. I'm here to play, not be pretty. You should always be trying to do better for yourself. Nothing feels better than progress. I'm here to be gorgeous. Yeah, I'm with Venom here. And Venom is probably gonna obtain it better than me. Until I pull out my airbrush. Man, I can't wait to get some airbrushing going. Ugh. Exactly, better for my gameplay. What? Okay, Soren, how many tournaments have you placed in? Let's just try this approach here. I believe I already did great on my painting. I just want to focus on playing. Okay. What's your current strats? What's your big plans? What do you see in the meta? Tell me about them. Master tactics there. I'm playing my second game today. Oh. What's the list you bring in Saturday? Tell me your list. Very experienced. That's probably why you're trying to go and focusing hard on gameplay. You don't even know yet. Let me tell you something. 40K is a game of dice and poorly balanced rules on a good day. So, like, unless you have the pocket and the time and the willpower and the emotional capacity to go true tournament, there's really not that massive of a skill ceiling you can reasonably obtain in gameplay. It's not. This ain't Halo or Call of Duty. I know. I used to play Battlefield competitively. I used to actually run tournaments and nearly got sponsored. This is not that. You will very quickly find that in a casual game, people are just doing whatever seems the most fun. So, hell, I don't know. My opponent won't tell me how many points, so all, which is about 17 to 1800 points. Your opponent won't tell you how many points? What? What's happening here? Are they about as experienced as you are? I'm so confused. Gosu, can you help me translate? What is happening? What am I looking at? What is occurring here? We've been doing 30k for like 3 months, lol. Well, Gosu, have you played 40k? It's house rules, so basic guidelines. Okay, you're on your own, man. I don't know what to tell you. Never play 40k. Do I need to begin like teaching people how to play 40k like the? What do you mean by the special stuff? That could mean anything. That could mean up to 90% of the rules in 40k. You don't even know. You don't even know. I would ask Venom, but he hasn't played either. I'm the only one here that apparently knows how to play 40k, apparently. Okay. 40k. Let me tell you about 40k gameplay. Let's see. Where to even begin? 40k gameplay. First off, like relic CP. Okay, so stratagems are out, relics are out. I assume warlord traits are out. Okay, so you're going off just data slates. Okay. Alright, fair enough. That's actually pretty good for starting. Certain weapons, certain squads? Okay, that's a bit much. That's a bit much. Limits to certain weapons. Yeah, I don't know about that part. I think that should be normal. Like, I don't know what that means either, because that's completely, like, faction dependent. Like, you're just gonna arbitrarily say, oh, you know, Dark Angels can't use flamer weapons, and Eldar can't use... I don't know what any of their optional weapons are. I don't know Eldar. Also, I mean, look at this Eliminator of mine. Okay. Okay, we'll see the Eliminator. Alright, where's this Eliminator? You post it? Alright, tell me when you posted it. Now what I mean by limits? What do you mean by limits, then? What does that mean? I don't understand. I'm so very confused. I mean, like, you can't have a power fist and a rocket launcher on the same guy. You can't do that anyway. There's no guy anywhere that can have a power fist and a rocket launcher. Sent now. Okay. So yeah, no, it'd be like certain guys can't have certain weapons. Oh, that's not so bad. I mean, the lighting for the picture's terrible, but, hold on, let me pop this on frame, on cam. I hate how the window capture can't determine different, like, can't discern different channels, so I have to re-source it every single time. Also it keeps jumping up a few pixels. I don't know why. That's not so bad. You did it oh. You gotta okay. So if you read the data slates of the units, it tells you what guys can have what weapons. So there is... They didn't put house rule limits. That's an actual rule in the game. There's no Space Marine anywhere that can have a missile launcher and a power fist at the same time. As for this Eliminator, Yeah, it looks fine. Yeah, that's decent. You said this was it the snow you mentioned earlier looks great? It does look like dirty snow. It's just also the rest of the base is kind of missing stuff. Overall though, yeah, that's reasonable. I think it's fine. All right, where am I at? Agrax, Earth Shading, Yonder, Richmond. There. Oh, we see this mysterious Powerfest. Oh. Oh. What in what? I mean, there's so many questions. How is he supposed to load that? He's got a giant fist. Okay, anyway, I don't think my brain can handle this. Yeah, so if you look at... Also, I'm gonna pop off a sergeant's arms, change it for the bolt rifle for the move shoot. Yeah. You just server to load some missiles from back? That's fair. Yeah, okay, that could make sense. That could make sense. Here's the thing, if you look at your data slates in your codex, so Codex Space Marines, and you look at, say, for example, the Devastator Sergeant, or the Tactical Squad Sergeant, for example, those guys can choose one melee weapon. Actually, I think Tactical Sergeants can choose two, technically. However, their ranged weapons are limited to a bolt gun, a pistol weapon, or a combi weapon. Missile launchers are heavy weapons, so they can't take those. And those are the only squads I can think of. Oh, scouts, but same exact setup. Those are the only ones I can think of that have missile launchers in their squads. So, yeah. He has a person. 1 second. Oh, you mean yeah, the loader angel, the cherubim, the Amorium cherubim, shit. I don't know. Oh, I give up. Bleh. Bleh. Yeah. Anyway, so that's drying. That's gonna get some dry brushing. So that's drying. Let's clean up some of this white, guys. It sucks. Actually, no. We gotta clean up the black. There's black that needs to be cleaned up on the pistol case. So we're getting closer to the pistol being completely done. Which is good, because we're only an hour into the stream, and I've only painted a gun halfway. There's the loader. I'm pretty sure it's the... Oh. Gosu, are you ready for this? You ready for this, Gosu? I mean... Okay, so his buddy has a melt-a-gun. So I'm guessing tactical squad, in theory. And, are these Night Lords? I mean, the splashing of paint. What? His left arm, those are rockets. Gosu. That's the loader for the Power Fist guy. That's the... That's the loader guy. Can't you tell? Yes. Yes. It's a 2-man heavy weapons team. And the second guy has a melt-a-gun. Can we get a close-up on the rockets? I can try. I think I have to open original, which opens it into another window. Let me switch over to the other window. Okay. Oh, that is way too close. All right, so yeah, that's so that's happening. The paint definitely needs thinning and multiple coats. But it looks kind of cool like this at the same time. It's definitely not neat, but as a certain aesthetic about it, I think it's just making me think of Night Lords. So that was an adventure. They're Ultramarines? I mean, Pack Squad. Okay. So, did you use plastic glue to put the models together? Is my next question. Because if it's just super glue, then in theory, you can pop the Power Fist off, and then you can have your 2-man heavy weapon squad with the 1 Melter squad, and you can put the Power Fist on the Sergeant, where it's supposed to be. Because only leadership gets melee weapons. Don't you know? Yeah, there's no way for you guys to like actually watch me put the cleanup thing I'm doing right now. Physics does not allow it. I use nail glue, same as super glue. Alright, yeah, so pop, put the miniature in the freezer for a good few hours, and then pop, and then just try to pop off the arm. It should make the glue brittle. But yeah, there are rules for equipment already. So that's not a limitation on the game. That's just the guy being like, you need to follow the rules. Well, half my army has melee combined with range. Okay, well, what's your army made out of? Is it like Assault Intercessors? Because those are range and melee and sort of like Reavers. And Assault Marines can do that because they usually have, well, yeah, they normally have pistols and chainswords. Yeah, I just need to re-highlight like a bunch of that. I did that very messily. Oh, my Dawnstone is gone. When it comes down to it, do what is cool, but not all cool things will work with rules. Yeah, it's kind of that. So if you're focusing on gameplay and not making cool stuff, like I've made stuff that just to look cool, it doesn't actually work like that in gameplay. And I can show you an example right now, actually. My third company, Primaris Lieutenant, one of them, Shade Lieutenant, I don't remember his name off the top of my head. He does have a name. Okay, this guy. Okay. He's got 2 pistols, because rule of cool. Can he use 2 pistols? No. That's why I have the rifle strapped to his arm, so you can tell that he has a Stalker pattern bolt rifle. Which I normally replace with the, there's a, I don't remember the name of it now. Something Tenebris. It's a Raven Guard relic sniper rifle. So yeah, this is an example of rule of cool that does still take the rules into consideration enough for the opponent to tell what is going on. That's how you do that. I should redo his scythe one day. He actually has another, his arm is magnetized, and his other arm is a scythe that I didn't know how to do power weapon fields very well yet. This is actually before I started learning the weight. You can tell the weight. Oh, why is there like a blotch of stuff, something on there? It's not even paint, that's just like a flake from somewhere. All the white is like very dirty and stuff because I was using like Corax white and like, I think I used lemon blue glaze as my shade. I don't know. It's not horrible, it's just not smooth and starkly white like my current white is. But yeah. Like, this guy's completely kit bashed. Also, he's super dirty. Jeez. Oh, the spiders must be liking the flag. Yeah, I need an enclosed display case. This is real. But this guy's rules, correct. He has a flag, and firstborn ancients can have combi weapons, so he has a combi grav. My entire yeah, my entire command squad actually, except for the apothecary, is like almost entirely kit bashed. It's just still rules correct, so people know what's going on, so I can play them. No, he did greenlight me doing that. He's letting me be an idiot, so I did something similar with the. Oh, my ads are going. And now I wait. Okay, that's much better. And back. Okay. So you did something similar with the rifle and pistol, except it's one pistol and one rifle. I did two that way. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I guess as long as your opponents greenlight it, go for it. So what I'm doing now is I fixed some of the highlighting. I'm now using Tyrant Skull Citadel Dry, and I'm going to dry brush the parchment a bit. And I'm using one of my smaller synthetic brushes. That's a bit on the tougher side of things, so I can pull this off. I don't know why I gave these guys melee. I don't know why you gave those guys melee either. My goal is range and AP. You need, like, my Google chart, my Google Doc, to plan out your guys before you build them. I mean, you use the creativity in the moment. Though I guess it could help with legitimate hand-to-hand combat. Well, the thing is that only certain guys supposed to have certain weapons. It's partially for game balance. So like the Power Fist, like, you're only, like, based on the rules, the only guy that's actually going to be able to use, like, even if you model them all with Power Fists, model all 10 dudes in Attack Squad Power Fists, the only guy by the rules that will be able to actually utilize it will be the Sergeant, because the Sergeant can have a Power Fist. That's just how the game is. You want a whole squad of dudes with Power Fists? Get Terminators or Aggressors. Those guys all have Power Fists. 4 guys total power fist, 1 intercessor, 1 neophyte, 2 tac marines, 1 ultra, 1 blood angel. Okay, well there you go. Make those guys sergeants. Make the ultramarines rocket guy pop off his missile and give that to someone else. That's how that would go. Yeah, my squad of 10 cav factory, 5 power fists, 5 chain fists. There you go. Dry brushing this. I made this very dark. I made this parchment very dark. I can lighten it up a little bit with this. This is dry Perxetti white. I'm currently dry brushing this with. I'm out very dark. Very, very contrasted. Oh, it's not terrible. Yeah, let's just script it and move on. None of them are sergeants. Well, you say they're sergeants. Because if they're attack marines, then they're... So the intercessor needs to be a sergeant. Neophyte or scout or whatever, that guy needs to be a sergeant. Well, actually, neophyte, if it's Black Templars, I don't know how their rules work, really. Like a Crusade squad? Well, Biggies are sergeants for the attack squads. Well, the guy with this... Well, by the rules, the guy with the power fist is the sergeant. Because they're the only ones that can take power fists. I mean, I'm not telling you what to do, I'm just telling you what the rules are. Like, I'm telling you what to do to follow the rules, I suppose, but I mean, them's the rules. Like, if you approached me, like, right now for a game, and you laid out as that being your squad, like, your squad makeup, and it was just, like, a heavy weapons guy that had a power fist, I'd be like, wait, what? Like, no. And there are reasons for this. Like, there are balancing reasons for this, you know? Wonder what other cursemen I have. Open your codex, dude. The codex has all this. It tells you. It's not a secret. It's not a secret for the initiated. It's just, oh, here's one. What? I should have named the stream, Space Marines Cursed Edition. If you put it in Discord, I'll look at it after I finish scripting this. Which isn't going super well. I can't get my tip to actually, like, have paint that'll transfer over. Do I have, like, some dry stuff there? No, not really. Put a foam improver in there. Get this kind of on the wet end of things, but yeah, there we go. Okay. What? Blood Angel Reaver with a grapnel launcher and a Pyre Blaster. Okay, so I see the squad and yeah, I see the sergeant. Yeah, you gave him a chainsword. Alright, so that's your one melee weapon. That's, there you go. It is done. I don't suppose anyone in this stream at all knows what a Blood Angel Pyro Blaster can do. in 40k. Like, is that basically a hand flamer, or is that something else? I legitimately have no idea what a Pyroblast does. It sounds like a Blood Angel specific thing. Alright, yeah, I think that's the gun. Oh, nope, gun's not done. I just realized all the little, like, bolts need to get picked out with Iron Breaker. Oh, I see a reference to Black Templars. Oh, it's a Black Templar thing. Okay. Does it... So... Even more cursed. Well, I thought Blood Angel, because Blood Angel has, ironically, weirdly enough, a number of Blood Angel specific fire-based weapons, which doesn't make any sense. Like, they don't have any special connection with fire weapons. Like, Salamanders do. They don't have, like, hand flamers on their Assault Intercessors or any of that. They also have the only, like, dedicated flame tank of the Space Marines for some reason. Again, Salamanders. What? I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. Oh, man. Not even halfway through the stream. Yeah. Alright, let's clean up this white. This is Army Painter Matte Black for, not Matte Black, Matte White for reference. Gonna be our beef a bit when the homies went live. Fair enough. Catch you around, Gosu. I will be here, continuing my White Scar purgatory. This indeed is why I base code with an airbrush. The shoulder pauldrons with the armor buns have a specific name. I'm Google dumb right now. I can't find it. It's Mark 5. Mark 5 or Heresy pattern. They're named as such because they came into use in during the Horus Heresy, and the bumps are some kind of magnetic device that helps that helps hold the plate together because it's made of multiple plates like bashed together for like in the field armor repair kind of deal. So all of the stuff with armor bumps, that's all considered Mark 5. There's shoulder pads with bumps, helmets with bumps, and arms with, no, legs with bumps. I mean, I don't know, but I'd say it looks pretty good. You know, just throwing it out there, you know. But, you know, who's to say, really? I mean, could definitely be worse. Or it could be heresy. Who knows? That right there, I hit the camera. That right there is actually freehand. It's not a transfer to go around the pegs. That wouldn't work very well. So I freehanded that and then painted the pegs. I am seeing your message about being freehand. Just, yeah, yep. I figured it would come up. Yeah, it's freehand. Actually, it did not take me as long as I expected it to be honest. I think those Mark 5s came in some of the Primaris upgrade packs, to be honest. Or in the Intercessor sprue, I forget which, but yeah, those are actually Intercessor, like, Mark 10 size pauldrons. So I think at least modeling wise, GW has given the official go ahead of using Mark 5 on. I think it goes with the lore of it, because Mark 5 is not an official pattern of armor. It's literally just a catch-all designate for any kind of mix-matched field repair that has become notably different than any normal mark of armor. Part of your army show. But you're talking about the full attack squad? I did see that pic. I just didn't put it up on screen. Nice, you're right. The Primaris Iron Hands upgrade sprue has them. Yeah, so I think it's just those bumps are universally given for making field repairs. Or the foot. Alright, I gotta see what's up in my Discord. Apparently people are sending feet pics now. Oh, hello. That's an army. Let's pop this up. Man, it keeps popping my screen all around. So we have there a fair bit of stuff. A good number of characters, Attack Marine Squad and 5-man Intercessor Squad. Some Eliminators, a Predator Annihilator, a Impulsor, a Vendread. So if I had to guess, this is the Start Collecting Space Marines Firstborn set, and then one of the Primaris Start Collecting boxes, maybe? And then yeah, I think it's 10 Intercessors, actually. Wait, no. I'm not sure now. I don't know. Gotta pay to see my feet pics. Yeah, I don't know what the note was, too. Sorry. I just said so much stuff that you're completely off. Really? It has the same Venerable Dread 10-man tactical squad, and not is the captain not in there? Oh, I don't see the captain. Maybe I'm completely off. Never mind. Just happen to get the same Attack Marine squad and Vendread that Attack Squad and Black Templar Combat Patrol. Ah, then Chaplain. Okay. Here, if I show you, you'll know why I thought that.
Where are you? What's up? What's going on? Simple truth, I'm low. Let's get it on. Touching the stars, touching the stars. Dancing, 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 feel like dancing till the daylight. Dancing, 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 feel like dancing in the spotlight.
Yeah, that. That's why I thought you had to start collecting Space Marine box. It's literally that. It's literally the Attack Marine box and the Venerable Dread, and then Captain and Terminator armor. So yeah. Back to cleaning white. Dread is a pre-made? I see it. What do you mean by pre-made? I don't know what that means. Like someone gave you a built dreadnought? Is that what that means? A third of my army pre-owned. Ah, gotcha. Oh, how do I get the light so I can see what I'm doing over here? This kind of works. I don't know if you guys can really see it. You guys can kind of see that. Look at the Venerable's weapons. That's something not in this edition. Oh, Venom, that Tech Marine's coming along nicely. That was really good. Can we get more pictures of that, like at different angles? Because that one's kind of a weird angle, if you ask me. I mean, look, the Vendread looks like it has a plasma can and a... Oh, that's the one you were showing me. You gave it the lightning claw thing, right? Or the like frost claw thing. Plasma cannon. They can have plasma cannons this edition, can they not? Can you not? Nope. Pulling on my codex right now. I have it right here. I don't think I can put it on cam because Venerable Dreadnought. What? Oh no! Wow, you're right. They did take away the plasma cannon. Oh wait, no, hold on, no. Wait. This model's assault cannon can be replaced with one weapon from the Dreadnought weapons list. Dreadnought weapon list is heavy plasma cannon. Yeah, multi-melted twin last cannons. Yeah, no, it can take the plasma cannon. Yeah, Great Wolf Claw. And no, it ain't listed. No, you look at the war gear options. The first point is this model's assault cannon can be replaced with one weapon from the Dreadnought weapons list. That's how you can tell what guy has different dudes on it. I mean, what guy can have different weapons on it. Like, which dudes can have which weapons. As you look at the war gear options box. So, one weapon from the Dreadnought's weapon list. You go back to the weapon profiles at the back of the book. And Dreadnought weapons. Heavy plasma can, Hellfrost can, but it has an asterisk because it's Space Wolves only. Multi-Melta and Twin Laskin. Yeah, the word gear options has all your crazy stuff on. Do you remember everything I say and I hear are completely delayed? I'm on mobile. I mean, sometimes, but it also depends on when I actually look at the chat, because, I can't always tell when exactly you posted it to time it out properly. Just now I was reading a book, and then other times I'm painting, so, like, it's not perfectly synced. Also, sometimes your guys' stuff, I've noticed this on other people's stream, your guys' stuff comes in, like, ordered incorrectly depending on how close together they were posted. So that happens sometimes, too. I mean, I time it from when I send it to the chat spot. About 17 to 23 seconds. Whoa. Then you are very delayed compared to the average person. The average person should be like 5 to 7 seconds, I want to say. At least that's been my experience from calibrating between me watching other people's streams and my own stream experience. Something like that. Man, I can't believe I got more computer work to do after I'm done with this. I'm so tired. Yes, I am. Slow internet adds that. Yeah. So there's like up to 45 seconds between you saying something and me responding to it and you getting that response. Plus a few other angles, he's still a work in progress trying new things, but I may hunt down more of those Mark V shoulder pauldrons. That's what I was showing. My weight seems to forever need touching up. Well, are you using my weight process, dude? You think I should have kept my old colors? Well, I don't remember what your old colors were, so I don't know. Alright, let's see these. These are good. I'm always on board for Venom's painting here. Really should just make this box bigger. Then okay. Alright, so first pick. I really like the trim, and I actually think you're doing great on the white so far. I still think you're doing great on the white. And the black looks real, like, dark and sharp and good. Like, yeah. Yeah, this is great. This is... Honestly, this is, like, really good. For, like, your, what, 4th or 5th model? Like, what? Like, wow. Third now. Yeah, we get you using my system for white, and you're basically on my level for, like, standard Raven Guard troops, like, minus, kit bashing. I mean, there's a few, like, minor techniques here and there I use, but, like, for the basics, you're here. There's also, like, my intercessors. To be fair, I do also use an additional layer of highlighting. I do highlight and edge highlight, which gives you a much cleaner, or not necessarily cleaner, but more of a gradient on the highlight. So let me grab an intercessor here, but it takes forever. But yeah, like these guys, so they have the black, and then it's an Eshin gray, like wide highlight along it, like when you see me doing Core X Way and the other guys, and then it's Dawnstone. For the edge highlight. which is just along the edges themselves. So the combination of the two gives it a sense of a lot more curvature and depth. But yeah, like everything else, you're like right behind me. It's an ad starting soon, so they say. So yay. I'll just wait on that. Which were more simplistic? I have no idea what that refers to exactly, besides maybe your color historian, which you might not even be able to hear me because of that, so who knows? My old colors? Yeah, well, I still remember what your old colors were. You know how many miniatures I look at? Like, just all the time? Like, I remember some of the pictures you sent me, but I don't remember what the colors were exactly. Like, I remember the Dread, but the Dread looks the same as they are now. Not to say I don't try to. I try to remember. Or, you know, try to log it away, but there's just only so much memory space. Uno momento. I'm just doing like a little bit more cleanup on here just to kind of help prep it, but most of this will be cleaned up on its own just through the process of, like, doing the white armor. I'm about to start. I think it's time. Near exact army amount, too. Ugh. Sometimes I wish this was coffee. But it's just water. And thanks, I pan over his right beaky vents by accident. Still need a better tip brush. I ordered some but haven't come in yet. I have a list of paints you used to buy, like the Dawnstone Etching Gray combo. Gotta wait for payday for another trip. Playing again the SM Codex 2, so I can keep Ash, yet keep them mostly playable per the rules. Very good. This Papa John's ad blows out my eardrums every time. Just take the tank dreadnought. Just take out the tank dreadnought and luminaires. Okay. Oh. Let me get a close up going here. Oh no, you put food in the back. No, I'm hungry. I'm gonna get this up on stream. Nope, wrong window. Actually, the other one, the bigger one. Okay, so these colors, the other colors, I kind of like these colors better for, I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, your skill level and your knowledge. You have a dude with a flamer and a power sword. Good lord. That's a cursed marine, definitely. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Jeez. I like to do with a chainsword and the relic blade. That's the thing. Like, wow, a lot going on here. What's up with all the dudes that are like the same colors as the other, but just redded out? Like, did you like spray them with a red spray paint can, or what happened there? Only old grenade guy is in there. It's like, where's Waldo? Power sword flamer is still here. Oh. Okay, man. I kind of think those colors were better for where you're at. They're pre-painted with red primer. Oh. Oh. People think undercoats are meaningless. I don't even know. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. Yeah, Apothecary White. Oh. I mean, I see the rocket launcher guy. Oh wait, nope, I see him. I see your dude. So, I'm going in with Apothecary White Contrast as a shader. Like a broad recess shader. As I'm going to put it where the recesses are, but still keep it a little on the wider side because this will make gradients. He's... okay. He is. He's definitely special. In some kind of way. So when the shading is done, it's going to make gradient. Actually, some white needs to get cleaned up more. Well, I might wait till the end because I'm going to be probably cleaning that up anyway. So next is the special mix of my cousin's dudes. He gave me till he gets time, learning one strictly by the instructions. So, most people. That's which is like, it's fine to go against the instructions. Just if you want to have a smooth gameplay experience with other people, you also have to have your non-instructions Marines continuing to follow the basic rules. Still came out cursed? Well then. Like, when I set out to make a completely kip-ashed Marine, I study the guy that I'm kip-ashing, like, what are his rules, what is his lore, what even is his base size, so I'm ensuring I'm using the right base for it. And I go through all this stuff to ensure that it still remains, you know, table, what do you call it? Table legal on in every dimension. Even my, Shrike, my Kayvon Shrike model, which is the name's character, the chapter master of the Raven Guard. I kip-ashed him. I changed his pose. I gave him his helmet. I replaced one of his shoulder pauldrons, and I made a completely from scratch base. I made the base about the like it's the same size diameter, you know, same like what 40 mil base, I think. And even the height. Main thing was the height. I rocket launch and combat knife. Well, combat knife is fine on a attack marine squad because attack marines can't take combat knives, period. So anyone playing against you just sees that as just your melee weapon that every space marine probably has anyway, that is just still as good as his fist, because his fist is like a combat weapon in and of itself. So that part's fine. You know, yeah, when it's a scout. That was so loud, that scared the crap out of me. I was looking away from the screen. Well, that's not even your guys' volume, that's my volume. Jeez. Okay, I will hydrate. I shall hydrate so I do not die. You guys are not worth that much. Wait, what? Yeah, scouts can take combat knives, so that's now a question, like, okay, this guy's carrying a knife, he can, like, a knife is something in his data sheet, is he actually equipped with a knife? You know what I mean? Any other, almost, yeah, it's actually only a couple, there's only a couple of Space Marine units that can take knives as a thing on their list. It's like Scouts, Reavers, and Phobos. Captains and Lieutenants have knives, and they have rules associated with them. Like, they have stats that differ from their, you know, baseline, that differ from their baseline combat stats of their fists and or guns, like gun butts and what have you. For example, the Phobos Lieutenant, he actually doesn't have a combat knife, he has paired combat blades, which are the same offensive stats, but they give him an additional attack, I want to say. Actually, it might be neg 1 AP. I have to check. The captain, the Phobos captain has a combat blade that I want to say is like neg 1 AP and gives him an additional attack or something like that. Oh, I think the paired combat blades actually do something with his combat rules, I think. Like, it's... I don't know, I have to check. The point is, they have rules associated with them, and because they're characters, those guys specifically, that means those knives can be replaced with relics that, replace combat knives, which there are a couple. Raven Guard have one, actually, Oppressor's End. which is a fairly solid upgrade for someone that normally would have just a knife. Probably a Reaver Lieutenant would be the best option for that, but I've used it on a Phobos Captain as just a like solid anti-charge weapon back when relics were free, and I didn't have a better option for a relic. That particular list, it was just like, whatever. I mean, I suppose I could give him Vox Spiritum, but whatever. Super worried about it. Yep, you know I'm getting tired. Phasing out wholly, just yeah, can play gone silent. Alright, time for the Black Templar, which will be black lining the trenches in the armor. What I call this little cut in things. As well as the elbow soft seal. Because it's so small, it may as well be one of those cutout things. And there's no like ridges or anything to do in there either, so just whatever. I'm getting a bunch on the elbow plate, because yay. I have two guys with these starry shotgun. Ah, great. Only scouts can use those, as far as I know, which I think is kind of weird, personally. I don't know why more guys can't take the starry shotgun. It's not a great weapon anyway. Kind of bad, actually. It would be cool for modeling purposes. Kind of rubbing off some of the excess Black Templar in there. Okay, from there we're gonna let that dry. At o'clock, hour left. A little chipping of a second hand on the shotgun. Not entirely certain what that means, but good on you. I don't know. I wouldn't sound so enthused about the end of the stream if I wasn't absolutely exhausted. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm having like the busiest week of the last like 3 months. I've been like really big crunch with my other business, where I'm a independent web dev. And yeah, like yesterday was like 13 hours, like almost straight of web dev work meetings with like 2 like 10 to 15 minute breaks, breaking that whole thing up. And I've been doing either more of the same or streaming for all but like a half hour of the last, when did I start? Like 11:30? $11:30, and it's now 10 p.m. 11:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. And I have a bit more computer work to do tonight after I finish with this. So like yeah, it's another 12-hour day, 12-hour minimum day. Tomorrow's gonna be nuts too. Fortunately, by the time you guys see me next, I'll be starting to slow down a bit, as I believe Friday, unless something really goes down on Thursday, Friday will just be streaming. That's the only thing I really have to worry about. Got the eliminator's arm off. Woo! Nice. Sorry, I'm quite tonight. I'm honed down painting RG upgrade sprue, shoulder, pauldron, and sees Bird's tiny feet, take everything I have. I am right there along with you. I know your pain. And it's all good, man. I'm probably just gonna become more quiet myself as the hour drags on, unless unless some more riveting conversation comes in. It's gonna be switched with the one unless the squad moves shooting. Okay. Yeah, the instigator bolt carbine. I have one of my eliminator sergeants, because I have 2 squads. One of them magnetized to be able to take that option. Do live streams with that can speak in mix? Yeah, I mean, that's what a lot of people are running them with now that their points went down. It's actually not quite the same as a bolt gun. There are some slight differences to it. It has a different breech attachment, for example. And I want to say there's something else going on with it, too. To be fair, though, its stats aren't that vastly different from, like, a bolt gun either. I think it does have a longer range, though. This elbow gap is gonna be real wonky to do. Like, what? What's even happening in there? There's just a little bit left. A bit left of the correct white anyway. Then we have white scar, and then cleanup, and then we're done with the arm. Oh no. Oh no. My chosen sergeant ain't the right one for that gun. Oh, well, as long as it's only one of them in the squad looks like a sergeant, then it should be fine. Actually, before I put this white scar on the pallet, I am going to hit the ad run. I'm gonna run the ads, and I'm gonna run to the restroom. I will BRB. Take that as your opportunity to go get a drink and a snack for the last hour-ish of the stream. If I survive that long. I'll be right back. I realized I forgot to mute my mic before I took my headset off, or put it back on, so that probably sounded great. I'm back. About to put down some white scar for the itch highlights.
If it doesn't make you happy, you're doing the wrong thing.
This is true. What people usually seem to forget about that perspective is that there's a couple different types of happiness. There's short-term happiness and there's long-term happiness, and long-term happiness is usually the better one, and usually takes a little bit of not being short-term happy. Delayed gratification. Like right now. Short-term, I am exhausted. However, doing this will long-term make me quite happy. In a number of ways. Because you guys are just that awesome. $10 says I can make that weapon work for a wrong illuminator. Alright, put her down. Buy some bits. Buy some bits, and if you can't do it, I'll give some subs. I'll gift, what's $10 for a sub? Was that 2 subs? I'll give 2 subs. One will be for you. Put it that way.
Got him!
Ain't doing a bet, but I will try. Well, you just said you'd bet $10. Yeah. It's metaphorical. I know, but it sounded fun. Sounded like a fun thing. It's also way leveraged in you guys' favor. I'm not sure how many bits $10 buys, but like I only get paid a cent per bit, so you know. Do you think it's possible? I mean, I'm not looking at your models, so I have no idea. In theory, with enough carving and green stuff, anything is possible. $10 is 510 bits. So yeah, I'd be making, guess you're looking at my mode. This is the picture earlier. Oh, you mean the first Luminaire guy? If the hand's not glued on, then you cut him at the shoulder, at the wrist, I believe. It's a bit of an iffy cut, but I think I could pull it off if I tried. What is it, cent per bit? Yeah, $5, but I would be gifting 2 subs, so it's like double. It's like 2-1. Yeah, red cap guy. Yeah. Give me a second. I have that model. Wrist is the glue spot. Yeah, give me a second. I have the model over here somewhere. This guy, right? Except it's the last cannon. So yeah, no, the cut's definitely at the. Well, let me bring up the picture again so I can cross-reference here. No, this guy's an exposed arm. Exposed arm, exposed shoulder. Wrong one. Wait, what? I think you swapped the arms. It's like... Isn't this the arms? No, it is a standing guy. No, it's only one leg on a rock. Oh, I gave mine a pistol, I think. I'm not sure anymore. Something like one of these. It might be this guy, actually. Yeah, I gave mine the pistol. And, so, actually, yeah, come at the wrist. Or if it's just, super glue, pop them in the freezer and try to pop it off later. It's confusion now. Yeah, I built mine different. But, yeah, I think that's the same. Yeah, that's definitely the same guy for the rest of it. So, yeah. I would put them in the freezer and then try popping it off later when the glue is brittle on the wrist. Or you can come at the wrist. By the way, to help with cutting, you can get X-Acto knife blades that are saws. I have one in here somewhere. Popped it off a minute without a freezer. Oh, there you go. Yeah, but you risk breaking other stuff, like bending and breaking other stuff. But for like reference, you can get X-Acto saw blades. These are pretty nice for cutting. It does, by the way, it does remove more than just a razor blade's worth. It does remove some of the sides. So it's not going to be a perfectly clean cut, but it'll help you get through like tougher stuff. Alright, where are we in the highlighting? I want to say yeah, the elbow's completely done. I did not do with the Corax white the armpit area. So I'll do that right now. Oh well, yeah, I mean, yeah, if it came off fine, then you're fine. It somewhat came off fine. Okay, well, good enough, I suppose. Yeah, I knew I'd have the model in some way because I have one of every base Eliminator model because I have the 3 from Shadowspear and I have a standalone Eliminator box. So I was like, I must have this somewhere. I just need to match. I was going by the shoulders. I should have gone by the footing first because that would have been the most obvious giveaway. Arm part, the plug-in spot got smooth, so I'll just snip a small bit poking out. I mean, sure, I have no idea what that means, but fair enough, go for it.
A few moments later.
Oh yeah, no kidding. Weird inlet shape where it locks a piece in place. Ah, gotcha. Oh, do I have pics? Is that what the few moments later was for? Nope, that's actually notifications from my local game store Discord. Which posted a picture of a Five Nights at Freddy Dreadnought. Okay. That's a thing. Yeah, I'm feeling more like a few eternities later. Or no, what is it? One eternity later. I was just doing the math in my head that if I had, like just full times this commission from the beginning and didn't have any interruptions and everything, how long it would take me to just do the intercessors, and on average, it would have taken me 6 weeks to do all the eliminators in this commission. It's absurd. For something this high detailed, I probably should have just been like, okay, I would do a test model for free and then be able to tell you what the rest of this is going to cost, because good lord, 3 days in Assault Intercessor when working at full time, that's nonsense. I will send this. Alright. I will look at it. My eyes will register its existence. Also tested that oil idea in those Chaos Marines. Oh, okay. Cool. How'd that come about? Or come out? What were the results? Looks shiny but dark. That's a combination. Oh, son of a... Fists. Breaking the white all over the black. It's great. I try to scratch off the blade and it scratches off the actual way to reveal the black. Wow, this is just not going to plan at all. Pop some of this on here and then go look at the pics, okay? Okay. Hopefully that'll fix that. Alright, what do we got? Decent, if rough looking Primaris Librarian. I thought we were gonna see the Eliminator results. I still kind of like the scheme in general, and the way the paint looks like kind of marbled like that almost, or just like it's kind of rough, just needs to be like tidied. And these Space Marines look pretty good, or the Chaos Space Marines, I don't know what I just said. These guys, these guys look fairly good. Yeah, I think it looks nice. I think nice is accurate. Yeah, I think my palm recovered about as well as I could have hoped for such a simple repair job. Sure.
I can't see fucking shit out of this thing.
That's pretty legit, actually. I had no idea where you were going with that, but that's fairly funny. I don't remember what I have highlighted and what I haven't, because sometimes you can't always easily see it until you start painting it and realize, oh, this isn't changing anything, because I already did this. Nine shoulder ravens down, 5 more to go. Are you starting to see why I said, like, I can't do, the not factory. Like, assembly. Oh man, my brain is dying. I don't know. Words? Assembly line. Yeah, 100% assembly line sucks. Yeah. Oh, wrong gun. No. Yep, try again. Also, that rip is great for both the assembly line pain and this white scar pain. It's all emotional damage. I think you have to get bits for emotional damage. Sorry.
Emotional damage.
Hey, you used the bits anyway. Alright, fair enough. To just use that like 50 more times and it'll be the $10 down and I'll give some subs. You can't do the gun. No, actually just go find one of the 500-bit ones and just do that instead. I'm gonna lure Hawk sometimes with my chapter. Oh, that was Venom Rat that played that. Fair enough. I didn't see who rang the bell. There's a... Well, that's probably not helping anything. There's a bristle. Man, I can't talk for crap. You guys didn't come here to see an English-speaking streamer, did you? I mean, I can't tell you what language I'm actually speaking, but I don't think it's English anymore. Also, that could use some proper shading right there. Sorry, it's really hard for you guys to see, but I'm trying to fix the thumb here. Expand on what you mean by Lauraholic. We're gonna homeworld rant in language just because I want a language nobody else can read. Brilliant. You know, you can just call that the chapter's battle cant. Just say, yeah, they have their own battle language, and it looks kind of like this. Insert runes here. Also, yes, I did go back to Corex White, because I know some spots I missed, and I needed to clean up that shade area. I can. Would you want to see one of the words? Sure. Probably make a new channel for homebrew stuff, huh? Might be a good idea. Put in the lore channel? Yeah. Sounds good. Alright, this thing needs a lot of cleanup, but like, the actual steps of it, I think are done. Yeah, it would be a good idea too. The homebrew, yeah, probably. That way, so we're not confusing people with canon, like confusing new people with canon stuff and made up stuff. Yeah, I guess Mano immediately is like, what is that? I mean, fair enough. Yeah, let me throw in a 40k homebrew. There we go. Yo, former dude morning. It does feel like a dude morning. No, it's like 10:30 at night, and I am exhausted. I've had such a crazy couple days. You do I've been talking about commissions like all this time. Yeah, I do commissions. How much do I cost? Depends on what you want. I don't make a price sheet because every single commission idea that I've ever come across is completely different. Written word means dead. Oh, gotcha. Might want to tell Mano that because he seems lost. Yeah, it depends on what you want. Like, you know, what models, how good you want it. Do you want other stuff on top of that? Like, you know, because I do like basically everything. Now including freehand and green stuff nonsense. Also, how are you doing, former? I know I got immediately distracted, but yes, I'm glad to see you. I think we're now just at cleanup. Because there's some bits that need cleanup on this guy. A little bit more shading around the fingers, and like I found this bit underneath the thumb right here. Shading that right there adds a lot. That's hard for you guys to see, but shading that line right there under the thumb. Because I found that like shading things that are above other like objects that are on top of light colored objects adds a lot of like realism and depth to what you're looking at. Let's say a very simple commission, how much is that? Well, that still doesn't tell me what it is. Like, you know, if you want like, you know, 5 TAC Marines, for example, painted to, you know, decent, not amazing, but like decent, at maybe it's probably like a couple $100. Here's the problem. There is a point is a point where it's like it's depending on what it is, between $100 and $200 somewhere like that like I just won't do it because it won't be worth all the ancillary stuff of like you know, dealing with the shipping and the back and forth and stuff like that. So like it usually needs to be a good few $100, which is probably a TAC Marine squad at a pretty decent like quality level. One Primaris TAC Marine tier 1, I probably wouldn't even do that. That's like just base codes. That's just like tournament standard. That's like one dude. Like that would be like $50, but like all of the stuff, it would cost more to ship that for you than for you to pay me for me to spend a day airbrushing that. You know what I mean? That's why commissions, you know, commission artists or commission painters for Warhammer anyway, usually only really do tier 1 as like a bulk thing. If you want to do like a character to like look real good. Oh yeah, my tiers, by the way, tier 1 is like the least detailed tier, and like the higher in the tier numbers you go is like tier like this is somewhere around tier 3. Although this is a bit ridiculous for tier 3 even still, because it's like because it's all white. But like this is theoretically kind of like tier 3. Like it has base coats, shading, highlights, a couple effects here and there, you know, that kind of thing. Tier 4 is where I start pulling out like the crazy advanced tricks and stuff that where's a tier 4 model, for example? Yeah, like I guess like because of the conversions involved and all the airbrushing, my Sicarian Venator, this would be like a tier 4, and this would probably be like, if I were to completely replicate this for somebody, for example, it'd probably be like 2 grand. I'm not even joking, because this thing would take me, this takes forever, and there's so much like random nonsense involved. But it has like conversions, it's green stuff, it has complete scratch build crap, it has freehand and effects and like all that kind of stuff. So that's like tier 4. That's what you get for tier 4. Like I pull out, I get into a hard artistic flow, and I just go nuts in the mall. Like, let's make this look amazing. Let me know. Well, I gotta wait for you to tell me when the ad's done. Waiting for the ad to finish so I can continue my description of how commissions work. I gotta clean this up. Yeah, $2,000. Yeah, because that would take me. It took me a couple weeks to paint that, like full time. I gotta eat, dude. that thing at 2K just became my full time job. That I'm not really doing any, like now I can do it on stream, but like, you know. Well, that's also like really high detail, and it's also a vehicle. Like, it's a big model, very well painted, with a bunch of effects, with me making brand new stuff out of on top of it, and it's huge. Yeah. Like, even on painting on my own time, it still took, you know, like, it took, like, 2.5, nearly 3 months. Oh, yeah, I mean, you know, that's kind of how it goes. I mean, here's the other thing, you know, some, 40K in general is more often not a hobby for people with some level of disposable income, or it's for people with a lot of patience. I'm one with a lot more patience than disposable income, for example. I don't mind waiting for stuff. Now, tier 4 also, I'd only recommend that for like centerpiece models. I can buy them, but you're paying for them. If you know, if I can procure the models. I've done that before, but that would be a included part of the upfront payment, because I generally do. I have a policy of minimum 30% upfront of pay before I even start working, to ensure that, you know, the person doesn't pull some kind of crap on me and then, you know, what have you. And if I have to procure the models, which is fine, then that is added on top of that 30%, you know, 30 or however much percent. And then I buy the models, and then I start working on them when I get them. So yeah, that's how that part works. Where am I at? Oh yeah, I'm cleaning the, there's some Oscar way on the bottom of this shoulder pauldron. Anyway, I'm gonna clean that up real quick, because there should be some red paint right there. Give me a second. They're like tiny little. Oh yeah, if you have the models, you can ship them to me. Yeah, no, I have. So here's the thing. Painting models, depending on the paint scheme, can be extremely time intensive. So I have to ensure that I am making a profit based on time. In a way that's reasonable for me to do that instead of doing something else. And I have a considerable number of skills. And I'm quite good at painting, as you can see. I'm not super amazing. Well, actually, I haven't even, like, flexed I haven't even, like, flexed in a while, honestly. So I don't even know what my actual skill is anymore. But I'm better than average. So there's that. So, like, I should have, like, now with the post knowledge, like, these guys should be, like, a couple $100 a model at this point. Because it take me on average 2.5 to 3 days a piece. These guys. That's a lot of time. A lot of time, dude. You've seen my scheme, blue and black, possibly white. No need to add, no need for snowy. Add on that. I could do that. Yeah, if you want to do like a bulk order, I mean, let's see. I'm gonna look at the picture of the, also doesn't help that I'm super tired right now, so I'm trying to calculate this stuff, and I haven't calculated anything new in a while, but let's see what we got. The blue and black, so the newer style. So yeah, I mean, how much of this stuff did you want me to paint, I suppose the question. Oh, is that gas, but how long it takes on the white scars, or how much I would cost for it? Because, I mean... Answer me a question, Sorian, if you don't mind. How old are you? I'm starting to get some teenager vibes and just not knowing how money works in real life. Like, time to payment ratios. It's just hypothetical ideas. Yeah. When I say, like, days, when I say 2.5 to 3 days of painting these, I'm talking about, like, 8-hour days. 8-hour plus days. Hours. 8 or more hours per day of painting these. Yeah, I know. I mean, like, like, how much money a person can reasonably expect for an amount of time worked. Especially when it's skilled labor like this. So I don't spend anything? Okay, well, fair enough. Unless it's worth it. Oh, yeah. That's why I said earlier, like, usually how it works is, like, lower tiers is for, like, bulk orders, because you're getting ready for, like, a tournament or something. You need, like, an entire army, like, up to tournament standard, and you need it done quick, and you don't have the time because of, like, a job that keeps you busy or stuff like that. Or you're buying, you're getting the higher tiers for, like, HQs and display pieces and stuff like that. Kind of how that usually works. Let me reword that. Yeah. No, I understood what you meant. I don't spend anything unless it's a good deal, not too bad for price, or just a plain out steal. Yeah, that's fair enough. It's just, you have a hard time finding that for high quality, like extremely high quality goods. Like hand-painted miniatures by a professional, for example. I'm only 17, but I've been taught my whole life how to look for things. I mean, fair enough, but also, like, have you had a job? Like, have you been employed before? Yes, I have one right now. Alright, so if you don't mind me asking, how much do you make at said job per hour? And how many, or no, let me, give it to me this way. How much do you make per week? Give me your, what's your like paycheck size? I'm not asking to like judge you. I'm asking to like explain like how this math works out that I can ask 2K for like a single model. I'm a lifeguard, not seasonal but part-time. No, I get that. My first job was part-time. I worked part-time at a retail store for 4 years. I can tell you there, I worked 8 to 9.5 hour days. Yeah, usually 102 to 50 bucks. Yeah, that's about what I made. Here's the thing. You can't live on that, though. That's nothing. That's nothing money. Like, the average person's rent right now is floating at around 2,000. That's just rent. That's rent. That's not utilities. That's not transportation. It's not food. It's not clothing. That's just your house. So if I'm painting a single model for 2 to 3 weeks solid, and I'm pouring my all into it, yeah, I'm paying my rent off that. Now, fortunately, right in this moment, that is not my actual situation, but the idea is that I want to get to the point where that can be my situation. I actually have my expenses extremely low right now, and that's partially because I live with my parents and my 2 sisters, so we all split the expenses. But I would rather live by myself, so I need to make a lot more money. And painting has not been great lately. That's part of the reason for the Twitch thing, and I'm doing some other stuff to make money, and I make websites and like all that stuff. So yeah, for a really high quality thing that's going to take me, like, I am no longer doing other stuff for money. I'm just doing that for 2 to 3 weeks. That's most of my month. I need to pay my rent. You know? First done, that's all I got in me tonight. I hear you on that, Venom. I really do, right this minute. Venom, you understand what I'm saying right now. Right now I have 4.6k. That's pretty good. More than I have right now. Like, it kind of always has to be balanced out by, like, how much of this time... Like, is this time I'm going to spend on this be worth as much, if not more, of what the other stuff I could legitimately be doing with that time? I was half listening, to be honest. Oh, I'm explaining how, like, how commission pricing works, like how I price out my commissions. And it's based on how much time is going to be sunk into it. So I gave an example that for like tier 4 is like me painting but yes, the time to dollar ratio is right on commissions. Yeah. So an example I gave is for like tier 4, which is like display level tier, like, you know, like centerpiece stuff. Well, an example would be my Sakaran vendor, which I'll put back on cam right now. And this is something that includes effects. It includes a very good paint job, includes effects and green stuff, and you know, from scratch building and conversions, and it's also a very big model. You know, this is a fairly chunky thing. It weighs, you know, like 2 pounds. This would be like $2,000 for me to do exactly this for someone else. And that's because it'd be like 2 to 3 weeks full time of me doing like nothing but painting that. And I'm like, yeah, that's an average person's rent check right now, but it's also like 2 to 3 weeks of my full-time work. I need to pay my rent. Like, you're paying, You do have a question for me? Alright. Go on. How much do you think this thing would have been worth? And I'll tell you how much I got it for. Okay. I assume there is a Discord picture somewhere or coming. Yeah, for commission artists, it's their job usually, so have to make a living wage for the time allotted to the project. Yeah. And I have multiple businesses and multiple monetary projects ongoing at any given point in time. I always have for like years now because I've been on I've been self-employed fully for about 6 years. About 6.5 years. Yeah, 6.5 years exactly. So. Okay, it's a decent, chaplain. Alright, how much you get that for? That'd be like, about a tier 2. Yeah, it's about a tier 2 commission from me. However, you're buying the model, probably as much as the... Yeah, I see it. Here, I'll put on, there we go. Alright, so this is the reference point. How much did you get this Primaris Chaplain for? $41. Okay. Serious thing. You're not buying the paint job. You're buying the model. They already painted it because they wanted to paint it. No wait. We got no wait. I was told with the librarian. Okay. But again, you're buying models. You're not, that someone already painted themselves. Like, they painted because they wanted to paint it as their hobby time. And then they wanted to sell the models. So you bought the models. You're not buying models from me. You're buying a paint job from me. You're buying my time and my skill. That's why it's so much drastically higher. I think, you know, I think most people that get shocked by the prices I give them is because they're thinking of it as they're buying a nicely painted model from me. You're not. You're buying my time and my skill. The model, you just buy the model. You just buy them off GW. That's your own business. I sell my time and skill. Even right now, I'm selling my time to you right now, and you are returning it by watch time, which is then getting me paid via Twitch through, you know, ad revenue and helping me grow the channel to get more subs and more ad revenue and all the other stuff, you know? People who runs the place talks about this guy who takes and buys their models, paints themselves and back for nearly double. Yeah, I mean, that's a legitimate, business approach, but you're usually doing that through like speed painting processes, in which, yeah, you can get amazing results through speed painting. This, what I'm doing right now with the white scars, is definitely an outlier. It should never take this long. This is because I'm stuck doing a heavy metal scheme. If I were doing doing my own thing, it would take like less than half this time. Yeah, you can buy pre-painted models that people are letting go to use the money to switch armies or buy the models to repaint. You can get pre-painted models for decent pricing all over. A commission is something you pay for to have paint to your scheme specifically, and a level of quality specific to your wants. Exactly what Venom said. So, yeah, like, okay. Example would be someone has a custom chapter, and they want some stuff painted for them, and they want painted really well, and they have some really specific ideas, they want some conversions involved, and they want some freehand to go with that. So they get a commission painter because they want all this cool stuff that they don't have the skill or the time to do, or they want a couple, like, they want to do most of the army themselves, but they want a couple HQs that really encapsulate the full scope of this awesome homebrew chapter idea that they have. You know what I mean? Which I have done stuff like that, actually. I've done a homebrew Space Wolves chapter that looked effectively like, they were like Space Wolves that looked like, Night Lords, effectively, with tribal stuff thrown in it, which is actually what got me stuck on the tribal thing and now tribalizing my Raven Guard because I love doing it so much. So yeah, that's been a thing that happens. You know, there's a very specific, very unique color scheme. I think we're good to just throw on the transfer, which is good because we're at 5 minutes of. That was a good conversation to get me through the rest of the stream, though. That kept me awake. Oh man, I can't believe I have to go do some more computer work in a minute. Kill me. Launch is tomorrow night. And then, but I have a bunch of stuff in the morning, and I don't know how long it'll take, so I can't risk not being able to finish it tomorrow. It's stuff that has to get done before the launch. Oof. That contract also got priced really wonky. I gotta fix my pricing on that. I can't do these giant web dev and media production contracts on quotes anymore. It needs to be a hybrid quote and hourly system. Like, here's a quote for this amount within this amount of, like, this many hours of work. After that, it's this rate until it hits this many hours, and it's this rate. That's gonna be my thing going forward. For these really big projects. Simple e-commerce website, you know. What percentage of the commission is the packaging sending? Oh no, it's in my policies. Client covers the model and the shipping. I don't deal with any of that because here's the problem. If I cover that and I get a commission from Australia, I'm screwed. You know what I mean? Because I'm in northern US, like northeast, I'm in New England. I'm in Rhode Island. I've said on stream before, whatever. I'm in Rhode Island, and then I get a commission for Australia, which is the exact opposite side of the planet. The shipping is going to completely screw me. I do, however, to be fair, I do that with the merch, though. The merch, you pay exactly the price shown on the website. All the taxes and shipping is handled through that flat rate. But because of the nature of shipping internationally, for commissions, and commissions so here's the difference. Here's the big difference. The merch is scalable. Like I can do the work once to design a merch. Like, I did the work once to design, like, this mug, right? I did the work once, and I put it on the website, and then people can buy it, and, yeah. Thousands of people can buy this mug, for example. So I can be okay with taking a hit every time someone from Australia buys a mug. Miniatures painting, I do the work once, I get paid once. And the profit margin is already quite slim in reality. It actually is fairly slim. Once everything gets taken into account, because I always end up buying some type of extra crap. I have to restock my paints and my brushes and all the time involved, and yeah. Right, yeah. So yeah, I'm just like no, with commissions I can't do shipping. You're handling whatever shipping. If I need to handle it and bill you for it, that's fine. I can do that. I'm fine with paperwork, but I'm not figuring out how to get your shipping to work within my business, within my payment scheme. I'm just gonna say you're gonna pay it, whatever that means, and we'll figure it out. Same with models. If I have to buy whole models for you, that's an additional cost. Usually transfers and like bits from my bits box is not a big deal. Depending on the quantity and stuff. Like in this commission, I've used a few of my personal bits in. That's fine. It was a really big commission. I still got vastly underpaid because of my own screw-ups, and I've learned from that, and that's where a lot of these new payment policies came in to play. I've learned a lot of stuff the hard way. So, yeah. Yeah, I'd say if you're only willing to spend a couple $100, then you're probably not in the you're not in the realm of hiring a commission artist right now. Couple PSD in Central. Yeah, cool deal. At least not at my rates. I mean, granted, you want to do like tier 1. I mean, no, it's just a thing. Like, it's not going through all the extra rigmarole surrounding the actual painting is not worth like $100 to me. You know what I mean? All that time and energy I can use in so many other ways that contribute towards larger gains down the road. If that kind of makes sense. Now, right now is one thing because I'm streaming, so like that's contributing in its own way anyways. Like I'm still productively working regardless of something or nothing coming out of this conversation. I should put that on my website though, like actually list out the minimum purchase policy. It's true, I don't have that actually listed. I find it kind of funny how I lost a bunch of viewers through the commission conversation, but whatever. It's also late, so maybe that's just like the timing of it. I want to get this arm on. I thought we'd hit the backpack tonight, but oh well. It's not a huge deal right now. Got so much other stuff on my mind. Ugh. So Venom, next time you hobby, what's next on the chopping block? You got all your shoulders ready? What's next? I am tired. Ah! Can I get an emotional damage? Or a rip? I just, out of, like, just autopilot, grabbed the chapter symbol. This is supposed to be the close support symbol. I grabbed completely the wrong symbol. Nice! I don't even know where to store this. I kind of do actually need this to, like, stick around. I'll put it over here. I don't really move that much. There we go. Yeah, I probably should point the camera down so you guys can see what I'm actually doing. Yeah, so I cut out and even placed and centered and everything, and I was ready to like put the whatever on, the micro soul on, and it was the chapter symbol instead of the squad type symbol. Because it's the right arm. Ugh. Let's do red streams and highlight those. And I think I'll finish up this veteran. I'm not sure his actual title. Maybe go back to the infiltrators after that, or start my third party human mechanical leader to be a direct communication with Strike the Kiev. Ah, cool. The veteran guy, is he like a company vet or like a sergeant, or wait, you just have a bolt gun, right? Wait, was he a firstborn or was he a Primaris? Just waiting for this to evaporate. I wanna go. So I'm probably gonna give. Well, no, there's a chance that the computer work will only take me 5 minutes. In which, I mean, I haven't checked my text because my phone is the minicam, but it's possible. My firstborn, I was gifted. Fair enough. Do you have other guys to go with him, or is he just solo? I mean, you could make him a firstborn captain with just power armor and a special issue bolt gun, and then you could like paint and glue on a sheathed power sword or something on him, or hang a power axe. I'm not even painting a frame. Or a power axe or something. There are options of just taking like a attack marine and turning him into a captain. I will say it's quite nice to not have to worry about my actual viewer count anymore. Also, like every single stream is over average of 3. It's like averaging at like 4.2 like for the last like since a week ago. Man, this brush has a lot of gray in it for some reason. Yeah, there's 5 of them. I think there may be a Stern Guard veteran set. Alright, alright. Let me look at the guy again. Oh, he's got a grav gun. Let me know when you're back, when you can hear me. Oh, yeah, no, now I know you can hear me again. Yeah, it's definitely the Stern Guard vets, and also that guy does look really good. Yeah, those are Stern Guard vets. I forgot he had a grav gun. You know, damn, somewhere. I legitimately can't wrap my head around that. Yeah, it's like that was like Venom's like second model. Like, get out of here. Nah, that's fine. I did mean what I said earlier, where it's like, I'm pretty sure, like, I don't even exactly know where my skill level is now, because, it's been a while since I've really flexed. Like, even that Sakaran, like, I was super tired during most of the time I was building that. Well, I'm trying to think of like what else I have easily on hand that I would consider like a based on my current skill to dry all the way. By my current skill, a tier 4 model. That's why I've been considering maybe making a tier 5 for even higher level stuff, because I have gotten better since I made that tier list. So, like... Here we have an idea for Discord. Okay. This is for something on stream? Okay. I am waiting. I mean, I will save that. I'm not sure where to put that, but I'll you know what? I can put that. Yeah, I'll try to find a sound effect. Next time I work on the stream's back office stuff, I'll let me go put that in. I will put that in the stream emote folder. And next time I work on the back office thing, I will try to find a sound effect to attach that to in sound alerts. Yeah, I've painted like so little stuff lately at like the peak of my current knowledge of stuff. Mostly been like just adding a lot of conversions and stuff, but me doing like the really crazy stuff, I haven't done much lately. That's why I used the vehicle as an example. A character at that same quality level would be like $400 or $500, I think. Yeah, well, think about it this way. If it took me 3 weeks to paint that vehicle, for example, at full time, that is 120 hours of work. You can pay it at 2K. Let's see what that is per hour here. I want my calculator app. Here's what this looks like. It would be 2K divided by 120. It says $16.66 an hour. And then I also have to then multiply that by 0.4. Because unless I do a good job messing with my taxes, theoretically, as self-employed, I'm taxed up to 60% of my income. So I'm actually only making $6.66 off that. Now, realistically, I do a very good job with my taxes. I've gotten very good at accounting. So it's realistically probably still around the 16.66 cents. It's still like, that's not even good pay. You know how much I charge, like, for a normal web dev contract, like a normal website contract per hour? Like, for me, if you want me to do website work, and it's not something large enough for me to do a quote on, I'm $50 an hour. Yeah. Yeah, no, you can't think about per mile. You have to think about hour I'm painting. How many hours am I working? Yeah. Like, I legitimately charge $50 an hour for me to, like, work on someone's website in a smaller than a project scale. Or if it's, like, and that's in, like, inside the website doing stuff, that's server-related stuff, that's video editing stuff, like graphic design and social media consultations and meetings, those are $25 an hour. So, yeah, if that was actually the ratio... Now, granted, because I've done that one before, in theory, maybe 2 weeks? I'd say 2 weeks. That's still 80 hours. $2,000 divided by 80 hours. I'm now making $25 an hour. I'm making my cheap rate for my web dev work on that. That's not even including all the extra time spent in negotiations and shipping it and then expenses. I gotta take expenses out of that because I'm paying for my paints, you know, restocking paints, buying paints I didn't have before that I need for that commission. Buying new brushes when necessary, buying wet palette strips, buying napkins. You'd be surprised how many napkins I go through. Jeez. Who do permal? Yeah, there are. Den of Imagination does that. But they have, like, they have a whole giant spreadsheet on how they price out their stuff. And their stuff gets expensive, too. But yeah, I have to, as a solo dude that, yeah, as a solo dude doing my own operation where it's entirely based upon my own work, I have to break it down in my mind about what am I getting paid per hour after expenses and taxes and everything, and then can I eat from that? Because here's the funny thing. Even though I'm pretty poor right now, I don't get food benefits, actually. I do not have food stamps because of a very arbitrary Rhode Island law that because I live with my parents and I'm over the age of 23 and that is it. Those are the only specifications. I am not given SNAP, even if I were literally starving. SK7 does his, or if that's him, I don't remember SK7's short name. I have no idea who you're referring to be honest, so I have no idea. I know the core logic behind a lot of them is the same as mine. Now, lately I've been picking up a bit more of... Oh, jeez, what's his name? I'm in his Discord, hold on. MS Paints. He figures his out by the day that he's working, but he has a rough, like, minimum dollar amount per day that he's willing to make on it. Okay, I've never heard of Sussy Ken 7. He goes it off that. That's still kind of the same thing. It's less hours, more days, because it's easier for him to math out, but, you know, it's the same concept, really. It's like, I need to make at least this much per hour that I'm... or this much per hour, this much per day that I'm putting into painting this thing, because I could be doing other things at that time. Yeah, you can ask ATT. I mean, if he's streaming right now, we might raid him in a minute, so you can go ahead and ask him. For like, you know, ask him how much he'd charge to do a vehicle at a really high detail quality, for example. What paint? The paint is Microsoul, Sophiana, and welcome to a stream right before we end it. But thank you for coming. Do a bit of trolling. Game streaming? Fair enough, you're streaming earlier. Join his Discord. I'm in his Discord. He's a cool guy. Who are we raiding then? If he's not streaming, who are we raiding? Let's raid someone. Let's end this, marathon of my sanity. I'm so tired. With a raid. Let's get you guys somewhere fun, more fun than me, because I don't feel like I've been fun. I didn't even attach the arm to the guy. That's how not fun I am. Where's I need to open Twitch here. I need to look behind your guys' camera. Where my follow channels are. Mini Ruckus is on. Storm is on. What am I hearing? Oh, we're hearing some random Fall Guys stream. We got Lanolin LOL is on. Hey, Necrons. We got Stormer, who just says, I have brain damage. Or I have drain damage. That's actually really funny. We got Mini Ruckus saying, Big Boogie Painting. Hyphus Prague. Anyone have any preferences? Played some Total War. Warhammer 3 today. Lost 3 campaigns in 20 turns last. Wow. I started this Total War Warhammer 1 for first time. Same results. I'll get wrecked, scrubs. I can't actually speak. I don't play the games. Yeah, anyone have any preferences, or am I gonna be like eeny, meeny, miny, moe between these three? Because I like all three. I can't decide. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch a tiger by its toe. If he hollers, let him go. I guess Mini Ruckus. Unless someone has something else to say, we are rating Mini Ruckus. To the Ruck! Greenskin, bring out my worst issue of strat games, being too aggro. Oof, good stream, thanks for the learnings today. I tried, man. I felt like I was struggling, but I appreciate your kind words. And your bits. Good job with that. I see the #1 bits on there. Alright, let's, oh yeah, what am I doing? I have the raid thing up, but I need to, thanks for the memes. I'm waiting for someone to say thanks for the memories, because, funny high school reference. Alright, let's make sure I don't have any pre-roll ads with menus. I shouldn't, someone gifted me subs over there. Nope, well, we're good. Okay, let's pop in there. See you next summer. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Fallout Boy. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I almost started typing thanks for the memories instead of Mini Ruckus into the raid channel thing. That would not have worked. Yeah, I was talking about Fallout Boy because that song was relevant back when I was in high school. So, all right, let's get this raid rolling. Prepping. Yeah, and I'll see you guys Friday, and hopefully I'll be a lot less frazzled because that big launch will be done. Yes. Alright. It's been basically Tabletop. Thank you for hanging out. Social media stuff. You go do it. Do the stuff. Thanks, Venom. I appreciate that.
What? Tabletop, what are you doing? I saw your latest paint job, dude. That thing looks clean. Super clean. How was your stream, man? Thanks for the memories. No, thank you. My chats? Wait, whose chat's always telling you to be courteous? My chat or your chat? We should all be courteous. We're all just people playing toys together. Oh. Yeah, the little pop-up menu. Well, I'm painting a big old boogerino guy. Kind of just glazing in some nice highlights on the leather strappies on his little Scythe of Death. Scythe of Death! Gonna punch it up, punch this model out with some good old pinks. Some good old pinks, I think. Really? Yeah, that's hard, man. I definitely feel you there. But by no means, dude, hang around. I appreciate your stream. You're awesome. Or your raid. But, dude, go take care of yourself, man. You sound... If life's been that hard, dude, go get any and all rest you can when you can. You need to go take a break, man. Take care of your mind. Get some snacks. Sometimes it's good to just kind of, you know, step away. Get away from the computer. Go watch a show. Go veg out. Veg out.
I wasn't.
Also. Fizzler! Also, don't just say, my stream went okay. Just know your stream went okay. Don't ever put yourself down, man. Painting minis. So I know it rocked. Fizz, how you doing? What are you doing? Where you been? And what are you doing? It was a good day. You know what, man? I agree. It was a good day. Work sucked, but work ain't everything. A good day. A good day. I'm glad you had a good day, man. Help me make everyone else's day awesome. Awesome. You are home painting. I mean, I just got home painting. But I came home. I got to give Cherry a kiss. She made chicken Alfredos with broccoli and hot sauces. It was delicious. It was awesome. And I get to paint more minis. It's my Friday, so a good day. Just gonna let the tunes flow and boogerize this big old typhus guy. Nice. Hell yeah, dude. Go get some food. Go take care of yourself before you do anything, bud.